Yo, what is going on, guys? My name is Charles. I'm with That Racing Channel, and today we're in Colorado Springs interviewing Chris Spencer with his 05 Lotus Elise. Chris Spencer, what's going on, man? What do you have here for us?
This is my 05 turbo K-swap Lotus Elise.
Dude, this thing looks wide as all get out. Is it a wide body?
Yep, so it's using industry garage flares. Using the Lotus Exige front fenders. There's a bunch of carbon fiber parts on it, from Greg's race parts, from the front lip, side splitters, the side scoops, the APR, carbon fiber mirrors.
Yeah, dude, those look sick. And what size are the tires?
The fronts are 225 45s and the rears are 235 50s.
235s?
Yeah.
You hook with 235. I guess it does weigh it. What does it weigh?
When I weighed it on the scales, it did 1,945 pounds without me in it and a full tank of gas.
Wow. What's the craziest part about this car, what do you think?
Definitely just the power to weight. I mean, you know, it makes good power, but it's just the fact that it makes power as well as, you know, weigh nothing. The car just goes, and it feels so much faster than, you know, compared to, you know, riding in a heavier car with a lot of power. It's just a different feeling, for sure.
Damn. And what is it use to make all that power?
So it's a fully built K20 Z3.
Can you pop the hood for us?
Yeah. So it's a built K20 Z3. Stock sleeves, controller rods, wide scope pistons. I mean, it's your basic off-the-shelf stuff. Comp 67 turbo.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's a big old turbo right there.
Yeah, it's a little bigger than I kind of wanted to use, but it does the job pretty well. It's a rebuilt EP3 5-speed, speed factory springs using an ACT heavy-duty 6-putt clutch.
So you're limited by the transmission, right?
Yeah. The Honda Trans are known to shear the gears pretty well, you know, when they separate. So, you know, plans is to definitely upgrade that in the future. I want to, you know, I'd like to do a sequential, but I'm trying to keep it a street car. I think I'm gonna stay with the H-pad and just go with the dog box and a twin disc or something.
Cool, man.
Hopefully then we can turn it up to, you know, make 800-900 probably.
Jeez, man, that's gonna be insane with a car of that weight. Dude, I can't wait to see that. So I know a lot of people. I know when I saw this at first, the intercooler's in the rear. Can you tell me like how that works?
Yeah. So the intercooler on the piping was done by Schmuck, and it has two fans on the backside, so it's pushing air through the intercooler. IATs are pretty good. I don't have no problem with that. And I also have a intercooler sprayer with CO2 if I ever need to use it to spray the intercooler.
So what's the end goal with this car, man?
Definitely just to, you know, chase the record. There's a bunch of Lotus guys that are chasing the King Performance record right now. It's 948 at 159, and that was only at 700 horsepower. So definitely to play with a lot of the big dogs, you know, all the GTRs and Lambos and all them.
Yeah, that's
2,000 horsepower. You know, this car's probably have to make at least 4 digits, which, you know, it's obtainable. It's there, but.
Yeah, especially with this kind of power plant, you can make a lot of you can make a lot of power with these. So, you want to show me the interior quick?
Yeah. So kind of the basics. It's using 2 Bride Zodiac bucket seats, using a 5-point crow harness, Sparco steering wheel, titanium ship knob.
Yeah, the stereotypical Sparco steering wheel, man.
Yeah,
That's
the D-shaped.
Love that.
Got some more Greg's race parts in here, including the door pulls and the door cards.
Man, this looks sick. Very nice. So, is this a comfortable interior, dude?
You want an honest answer? No. I mean, it's pretty small. You know, if you're tall, you can make it work. It's definitely, you know, how wide the car is. The door. I mean, you can look at the door sills. The door sills are huge. And, you know, it's whenever I tell people to get in and out of the car, it's, you know, the best way to say is you fall in, you fall out. Like, you know, I don't know if you've ever seen the movie from Wolf of Wall Street when Leonardo DiCaprio fell out of his car when he was in the car. It's kind of the same idea. So.
Yeah, man. Dude, that's crazy. This thing is so small. So let's go for a ride, man. Let's see what kind of power this thing makes. See how fast it is. I'm honestly pretty scared.
It's not too bad.
The exhaust is like right there. I'm honestly really nervous.
Might need to warm up the tires a little bit on the on-ramp.
That's always a good thought. Let's do a quick warm up on the tires. This exhaust is so loud. it's aggressive, but it's not like unmanageable. It's smooth, you know. Something that's different than anything else.
Yeah, you definitely feel the power a lot differently with the power, with all the weight in the back, and the car being so small, it just pulls so much different. My name's Chris Spencer, and this is my 2005 Lotus Elise turbo K-swapped. So for the motor, it's a built K20 Z3, stock sleeves. It's using off-the-shelf Wiseco pistons and Carrillo connecting H-beam rods. For the head, we're using a Supertech head package, utilizing their valves, springs, retainers. It's got a slew of K-tune accessories on there, anywhere from the pulley kit to the upper coolant housing, with the swivel filler, dipstick, oil cap, all those. It's using a Skunk 2 street intake manifold with a 70mm throttle body. The swap is utilizing Innovative's swap kit. It's pretty much a direct bolt-in swap with their kit. Not a whole lot of fabrication in regards to that. Schmuck did a lot of the fabrication regarding the piping and the intercooler, as well as the catch can and the coolant reservoir. It's running a Koyo radiator with 2 Spall fans, as long as Greg's Race Parts hoses. For the drivetrain, it's using a rebuilt EP3 5-speed from the Civic Si. The gear's been cryoed, Speed Factory detent spring kit, WaveTrack LSD, currently using an ACT heavy-duty 6-puck, insane shaft, 600 horsepower axles, and intermediate shaft. For the turbo kit, it's using a Speed Factory turbo manifold, using a Comp Journal Bearings 6767 turbo, Tile 44mm external wastegate with a 2-inch dump, Tile 50mm blow-off valve, Speed Factory 4-bar map sensor, your Mac 4-port boost controller, and braided lines throughout. For the engine management, we're running Honda K-Pro version 4. It's utilizing K-Tune's tucked wire harness and Monkey Wrench's jumper harness. For the fuel system, using ID2000s, custom intake dual fuel pump hanger using 2 AEM 340 fuel pumps, K-Tune fuel rail with a fuel pressure gauge, Aeromotive fuel regulator and filter. The car was tuned by D over at Deep Camp. I made about 635 on 18 pounds on pump E85, so really more like E70. The car is seen about 22 pounds or so on the street, so it's probably in the upper 600s is where kind of the car is at right now. So the most visual part about the car is obviously the exterior. It's using Industry Garage Widebody flares, OEM Lotus Exige front fenders. It's running a slew of Greg's Race Parts parts on the car, anywhere from the front lip to the side splitters, side scoops, the meshes on the grille and the lid, the taillights, rear panel eliminator, and there's a bunch in the interior as well. It's a funny story actually. When we got the car running, finally got the car tuned, I ran my tuner on his bike just for a little bit of fun, and it was the first time taking the car out, and first time I did a pull, I had to let off kind of early actually because I started getting a little bit of tunnel vision. It's a little surprising when you're pushing a car with that much power and the car weighs 1,945 pounds without me in it with the full tank of gas. so definitely had to get used to it. For the wheels and suspension, I'm using Koenig decograms, 15 by 9s in the front, 15 by 10s in the back. They got Toyo RAARs all the way around with 225/45 in the front and 235/50 in the back. For suspension, using the Nitron single coilovers. It has EBC drilled and slotted brake rotors with Hawk Racing yellow race pads.
Crazy ride, man. Well, thank you for bringing me along.
Yeah, man. Sure.
A lot of fun.